Well, it is, but he's got a cool looking ship.
A new hive army is spawning under the Skywatch. This is Omnigal's doing. Find her.
Let's do it! Oh, it's DLZ. I know DLZ. This is what, okay, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's so funny playing D1 in 2026 because I'm starting to notice the same names over and over again anytime I'm like in the tower or anytime I do match-made content because there's just like, there's so few people playing Destiny 1. So when you do eventually match with someone, it's like you match with the same like 10 or 20 people that are still playing D1. It's like, hey, I recognize that guy. Crucible is all the same people. It's really fun. Yeah.
Keep your light safe.
Get galley? I think I'm a ways away from getting galley. Oh my god. Oh!
The hive infestation is spreading.
Invis. They just like me. This guy's just punching everything. What's up, Nick? The way you walk, the way you understand me. Ha! There's a lot of enemies just endlessly spawning. Come on. Is this one like bugged or something? There we go. What am I playing, Destiny 2? Dude, I'm not kidding. I have to like run up here to bait this one to come forward. Is this strike just oops all thrall?
Push forward, Guardian.
Okay, dude. For a second there, it was feeling like I was bugged.
The hive have stirred the scavengers.
I don't want to use it on the drag. Reaper Captain, and I'll take out this Sniper Vandal. And I'm gonna run back here and get those orbs. Do you think if they ported D1 to PC, that would be sufficient enough to wait for a D3? One, it would probably take way more time, effort, energy, money, and resources to port D1 over to PC than a lot of us probably realize, which would not only just A, take a long time, but two, set them back heavily because any development hours and bodies and personnel and time spent on that is then time that can't be spent elsewhere, like something on a D3. And two, even if they did, no, absolutely not. As much as I love D1, even if they ported over, to PC and everyone started with fresh accounts, people would be completely bored with D1 and through all of the content in D1 in a matter of 9 to 12 months maximum. Hold down! Outsource it? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if it's as simple as that, and furthermore, I'm not exactly sure if they have the cash to just be like, hey! Do this for us. Should just port it and give it away free with D3? Oh! Just port it. My bad. I didn't know it was that simple. Just port it, guys. That's all you gotta do. Just port it. Dude, they're raining down mines on me. Bro, get this ship out of here. I'm actually surviving a lot longer than I thought I would.
Guardian, find Omnigo.
They didn't think about that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write him an email real quick. Hey, did you guys consider just porting it? It's really not that hard. It's like that meme gif of the two guys looking at the laptop. And one of them showing the other something, and he's like, See, it's easy. It's easy, guys. Oh, there's issues with Destiny 2? Just chuck it on a new engine. It's easy. I was curious what the build crafting even was like in D1. There's basically no build crafting in D1. The biggest build crafting extent is selecting what weapons you want to use, selecting what your exotic is, deciding if you want intellect, discipline, or strength, and then picking these nodes in the subclass tree. And you can only pick one node per column. That's it. That's all of the build crafting.
Omnigo's only purpose is to usher in Crota's return.
It's what gear you want to wear and which circles you want to click.
Never end.
That's it. New engine in D2 will solve world hunger and give everyone $1,000. Yo, I want $1,000. That's the Drake and Yachty gif. Okay. In D1, you were definitely more tanky, but the enemies were too. Now in D2, you're less tanky, but you do more damage. I definitely wouldn't say that we're more tanky in D1 than we are in D2.
Destroy her.
I would actually say the complete 100% polar opposite. Because in D1, the only way to get tankier is by coming into your subclass and picking whatever nodes over here give you more armor. In D2, for half a decade, we had the resilience stat, which gave you up to 30 to 40%, depending on the patch you were playing on, bonus damage resistance, which is now intrinsic to all of our characters ever since the removal of that stat. And we have healing grenades, and we have healing rifts, and we have restoration, and we have devour, and we have stuff like combination blow, and we have stuff like knockout, and we have stuff. So yeah, you kind of I think we might be a little tankier in D2. I'm gonna keep it a buck. In D2, we are more powerful in every imaginable way, shape, and form. And in D2, the enemies are less powerful in every way, imaginable shape, and form. Like, you ever tried Arc Burn Omnigul in D1? Arc Burn Omnigul Nightfall? There ain't never been anything like that in D2. I forgot a bunch of other buffs in D2 as well. Woven Mail, Amplified, Frost Armor. Literally every subclass in Destiny 2 has a way to resist damage or heal or both. In Destiny 1, the way you healed was by not taking damage. The way you healed was running away and praying that nothing chased you. And if something did chase you, oh, that's tough luck, buddy. Make peace with your god, because you're about to meet him. Ah! So, bro, if I'm in D2, all I do is have Woven Mail, and then I'm chilling right there. I forget that class abilities didn't exist in D1. Fellas, I'm telling you, from a difficulty perspective, this game was messed up. Not many Guardians have experienced the night terror that is the Year 3 Rise of Iron Strike, called the Wretched Eye, on either Voidburn or Arcburn, where
the agents of Crota's will have been defeated. The Hive will not take this transgression lightly, but you, Guardian.
Well, your boss is dead. Leave me alone. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. People who think that Destiny 2 is legitimately hard would get folded over 6 times in a row in Destiny 1. Because all you have to do to experience one of the peak difficulties of Destiny 1 is boot up the Wretched Eye Strike, the Year 3 Rise of Iron Strike, where let me paint this picture for you, okay? It's either Arcburn or Voidburn. You get to the boss room, and the boss of the Wretched Eye is a Splicer Vandal who has taken the eyeball out of an ogre and affixed it onto his weapon. And so he has a constant beam of ogre void blasting at you. And you might be like, oh, Mac, well, what happened to the ogre? Yeah, he still got him. He's blind, but the ogre has an astute and exceptional sense of smell, so he just sniffs you and chases you around the arena all day with his fists that are made of spiky balls and just whacks you, while, keep in mind, the Archpriest is bzz, with the eyeball that he took out of the ogre. And wait, there's more. Once you get his health to a certain threshold, shanks ascend from the sky and beam down on you with arc laser beams. And so if there's arc burn, you're absolutely cooked. And if it's void burn, you're absolutely cooked, because if it's arc burn, then the shanks absolutely mop you. And if it's void burn, then while you're trying to stop the shanks from mopping you, the boss with the laser beam mops you, not the boss ogre that's chasing you around hitting you. That's immune, by the way. You can't get rid of the ogre. The ogre's immune. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do about it. He just chases you. Oh, and by the way, did I mention you're in a wide open arena with 0 cover? So, yeah, that's a, yeah. It makes contest mode Desert Perpetual look like Chuck E. Cheese. I forgot all about that trauma. Not me! It's right here. I have night terrors about it once a week minimum. Yeah. Oh, you want cover from the arc burn shanks that descend from the ceiling while you have Splicer Vandal beaming you with an ogre eye, with the ogre that he took the eye from running around chasing you, trying to hammer you in the arena? Okay, we'll give you some cover. Here's 3 pillars in a box. Have fun.
Room 709.
I wish we had actual challenging content in I wish we had actual challenging content in Destiny 2. We did have to. No, I'm not gonna crash out. 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 I'm gonna say this calmly, and I'm gonna remain collected. We did have challenging content in Destiny 2. We had timed activities with legitimately hard enemies, with legitimately enticing loot, and you know what happened? The people that weren't good enough to complete the content, or didn't have enough time to complete the content, were pissed! And so they yelled at Bungie on the forums, and on YouTube, and on Twitter, and on everywhere, and they were like, hey! The people who couldn't complete the people who couldn't do it, they were pissed. So they were yelling at Bungie through every which communication medium that they had, so that Bungie either made the difficult content easier, or they just removed the difficult aspects of the difficult content from the game, and then put the loot that was prestigious, that was behind the difficult content, behind now easy content. Because people were not okay with the reality or the fact that they couldn't have every single thing in the entire game. And they were like, I paid for the DLC. I deserve to have every single thing from the DLC. No, you don't! If you want to earn the loot, play it. And if you want all of the loot to be spoon-fed to you and you don't want to actually play the game to go and get it, then buy a movie instead. If you want the game to play itself, you're...
Omnigal dead. Proteus spawn will quiet. For a time. Cade does not heed my warnings. He thinks me broken, deranged. I think him a fool.
I will never have mythic raid loot in World of Warcraft in my entire life. I just won't. I simply won't. I'm not good enough at the game, and I don't have enough time to get good enough at the game to get the mythic raid loot in World of Warcraft. And you know what? That's fine. That's a-okay. I look at the people that have the mythic raid loot, and I'm like, cool.
Omnigal was not the last
Good for them.
of Proteus champions.
I don't have it, because I'm not good enough. And that's fine.
Omnigal has fallen. Crota's will is shattered.
This weapon can swap between arc and solar damage? We had a Borealis legendary fusion rifle? Wait, there was a Necrochasm fusion rifle? I do not remember this thing.
Thank you, Guardian.
I do not remember this thing one bit.
We made them bleed.
It's power level 100. Need it to be higher. Ooh, 138. Let me toss this on. If you're enjoying the content, by the way, guys, consider hitting that subscribe button down below to support the content that you're currently enjoying and to get completely 100% ad-free viewing, so you don't miss a single second. Wink, wink. Hug, hug, kiss, kiss. Am I the only one that cares about vaulted content? I'm gonna hold your hand while I tell you this. No. You are not the only one who cares about vaulted content.
Happy to help. Oh, interesting choice.
Got a lot of goodies. Get rid of that. There's got to be at least 2 or 3 other people that care about vaulted content. I don't know if there's that many people that care about vaulted content. I think there might be like 2.5 max that care about vaulted content. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Leroy, thanks for the 5 gifted, dude. 5 gifted memberships. I never get gifted memberships on YouTube.
Goodbye.
Leroy, you're pretty fucking cool for that. You're pretty extremely cool for that one.
Message for Zer.
Okay, Crota is officially toast. And Omnigul is officially toast. So, does that mean we can start the House of Wolves campaign?
Down to the city and up again. Down and up again. Oh dear.
I want the content I paid for back, if I'm being honest, but I know that's unlikely. Yo, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You ain't getting that shit back. you,
Checking for packages.
you're not. That's theirs. That's theirs. You're not getting that shit back. Vaulted content equals blame console players? Huh? What? Huh? Give everyone all the loot that are dog at the game and there's nothing to do and play for it because they give everything to the normie fan base of the game, then content becomes stale really quick. I'm not sure if I love the terms you're using and the verbiage that you're expressing this problem with, because I don't love the idea of like dividing ourselves into groups and giving each other like colloquial negative connotation names for all of our groups, but I agree that the premise of that is not ideal. Paradoxal! Thanks for the tier 3 for 23 months. Best 23 months of my life. Yo, this guy's flirting. This guy's flirting right now. He's flirting hard. This guy is mad flirting right now. Subscribes for 23 months, says the best 23 months of his life. Holy flirting. I think he's trying to kiss. This guy might be trying to kiss. It was one of the main reasons. That's not true. That's not true. The main reason that content vaulting occurred is because in the Beyond Light expansion, they upgraded the Tiger engine, and as such, had to remake all of the current existing content in the game to be compatible with the upgraded Tiger engine, and didn't have the staff or resources to be able to upgrade everything, so certain things got left out because they didn't have the time, energy, effort, resources, money, devs, whatever it may be, to be able to remake every single thing that was currently in the game in the upgraded version of the engine. Google says it though. Oh, Google says it? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Never mind then. I guess I'm wrong. What do I know? What do I know? Google says it. It's GG's. But yeah, they said many times that reprising a piece of content, or rather like rebuilding a reprised piece of content, takes the same amount of time as building a brand new piece of content. At least from like creating it within the game itself. Obviously, like conceptually speaking, and from like a design perspective, those timelines would obviously not be. Those timelines would obviously be different. But like actually, like if they wanted to take like a vaulted PvP map and recreate it in the engine that they upgraded to in Beyond Light, they have to reconstruct it piece by piece and redo all of the objects, redo all of the physics, all of the lighting, all of the every single thing. So instead of taking the time to upgrade the entirety of the game, they just vaulted the old content. That's kind of ass, not gonna lie. Well, I mean, Beyond Light was already delayed. Did you want them to delay it an additional 6, 9, 12, however many extra months it would have taken to put everything back in the game? I'm pretty sure that would have made people fucking livid. Like, I'm not defending content vaulting as a correct or good decision, because, like, obviously I think it was a really bad fucking choice, but I'm not gonna be like stubborn and sit here and be like, I have no idea why they did it. I know exactly why they did it. They felt that upgrading the engine was better for the overall trajectory of the future of the game than keeping, and they felt like letting some pieces of content go in that process was worth it, you know? Like, I think a lot of people don't realize this, but the entire reason that things like favoriting, or that's like a more minor one, to be completely honest, but like probably the biggest one is Subclass 3.0 does not exist without the engine upgrade that took place in Beyond Light, which a consequence of which was vaulting some content that they didn't have time to rebuild in the upgraded engine. And it's like, if I'm just being real, if you ask most players, hey, like at that time in Destiny at the very least, if you ask most players, like, hey, would you rather have the Red War and Curse of Osiris campaign and these destinations, or would you rather us revolutionize the build crafting and subclass systems for us to expand upon throughout the future of the game in conjunction with probably hundreds of other things? Like, I think most people would have picked the latter. They've had ample time to put shit back in. Red War would still act as a good beginner section of the game. Okay, but like, dude, I'm gonna say this slowly, okay? any time spent rebuilding old content to put back into the game is time not spent making brand new content. And it's like, I get it, that it's annoying and frustrating as fuck that content vaulting took place, but I would much rather have brand new content than have old content every day of the week. Yeah, it's like, I don't disagree that it would be really helpful. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Precisely. Precisely. Something has to give. Like, listen, if we could live in a fantasy world where Bungie could duplicate and clone all of their developers completely 100% for free with no consequence, and make all of the clones of the developers reprise and rebuild all of the legacy content in the new upgraded Tiger engine that had to be vaulted in Beyond Light, and it would not have any consequence on development of new content or the future of the game, I'd be like, yeah, like, let's fucking go, dude. Fuck yeah.
Let's get started.
Everyone and their mom would be on board with that one, but it's like, that's just not the world we live in. I wish it was. That'd be fucking sick. Do you think it would be good if they unvaulted all those campaigns and raids? Or would it just be received as another thing that should have been done a long time ago? I mean, can both be true? I think it would be good for the game, but I also think a lot of people would just be like, yeah, too late. This should have, like, too little too late. You don't get credit for this. This should have been done a long time ago. And also, additionally, like, I think it's, like, when you say, do you think it would be good if they unvaulted all those campaigns and raids? My answer to that is, it depends. And the reason my answer is, it depends, is... my question is, what has to give for them to be able to unvault all the campaigns and raids? You know what I mean? Like, what do they skip working on in favor of unvaulting all the campaigns and raids? Like, what do they cut? And it's like, obviously none of us could ever know that. That's an impossible question to answer, because none of us work at the company, none of us, like, know. You know, none of us have any fucking clue, right? But, like, they would have to stop a significant amount of new content updates and new content plans and future plans to be able to do that. I think a lot of people, and I don't, like, well, I guess I kind of get why, but, like, I think a lot of people genuinely think that unvaulting all of the campaigns and all of the raids is as simple as, like, ticking a couple boxes and hitting save. And then it's like, poof, they're back in the game. And it's like, I'm sitting here looking at you guys dead in the eyes, telling you, like, from a technical perspective, from everything that I've seen, everything that I've read, everything that I've heard, it would take months to years to unvault everything. Because the amount of time it would take them to unvault everything, which unvault isn't even a great word for this. Rebuild is a better word. Because they would have to rebuild every single thing in the new engine that they made in Beyond Light. They would have to rebuild every single thing in there. And so it's not as simple as just being like, yippee, here, it's back. Like, it's, they have to rebuild the entire shebang. And it's like, I don't know if I would prefer that versus them just working on new shit. Don't give them an out. I'm not giving them an out. I'm telling you the reality of the situation. Like me saying, me saying that in order to unvault all of the content would require them to stop working on future stuff is not giving them an out. That's reality. That's like that's an acknowledgement of an objective truth. I already said I think it was a terrible decision that they decided to vault content. I think it was a horrible choice. But when they made that choice, they were faced with a lot of problems, and they had to pick a solution. And no matter what solution they picked, something was going to have to give. Basically, the two options were the option that they went with, where they vault all of the content, upgrade the engine, and then that allows them to expand the game in many ways: quality of life, build crafting systems, subclass systems, favoriting systems, and so on and so forth. Probably a ton of things that we don't even realize or recognize. Or alternatively, the other option would be delay Beyond Light by a significant amount of time to be able to finish rebuilding all of the old content within Beyond Light. Or the option would be release Beyond Light on schedule, not do an engine upgrade, and then we don't get anything like Subclass 3.0 for God knows how many more years. And if you do go with that option, then you're just kind of delaying the inevitable, where it's like, okay, if we don't do the engine upgrade, and we decide to do the engine upgrade down the line, then whenever we do decide to do the engine upgrade down the line, that's just even more content that we're going to have to rebuild in the engine upgrade. That will inevitably have to happen at some point for us to be able to meaningfully update and expand upon the game. And then it's like, at that point, now you're having to rebuild 6 years worth of content instead of 4 years worth of content. And then it's like, you're only kicking the can down the road at that point. Having a well-reasoning argument for why it would be a bad idea for Bungie to shift resources into repurposing old content is giving them an out. Yeah, apparently, I guess. I don't know.
Did you see that, Hunter?
That guy looks fucking cool.
Can you adjust a hood before you get it right?
Like, I understand the frustration. I do. Like, I get it. Also, like, if I can be real, and a little bit abrasive, maybe. None of y'all playing them old campaigns. You're not. Here's exactly what would happen if they if they unvaulted all the campaigns. Every single person in here, you'd play them once, maybe twice, maximum. And then you wouldn't fucking touch them again. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You're playing them once, 2 times tops. 2 times tops. And you're not touching them again. You're not. You know how I know this? You know how I know this? You know how I know? You know how I know? You know how I know? When was the last time you played the Witch Queen campaign? When was the last time you booted up Destiny 2? And you're like, hey man, I'm just gonna run through the entire Witch Queen campaign today. You're not doing that shit. You're not doing that shit. Hey man, I'm just gonna boot up. I'm gonna run the Beyond Light campaign. I'm gonna run the Beyond Light campaign, having a good time. You're not fucking doing that shit. I will say that from like a new player experience perspective, they would be bangers. They would be very fucking good for a new player experience, which is, I think, in my opinion, is the primary merit for them. However, I think that they can do a better new player experience than just unvaulting old campaigns. Like, the new player experience at the current moment sucks, and yes, a Red War run-through would be a better new player experience, but I think you can make an even better new player experience than that actually teaches you the game. Associate cosmetics, challenges, and seals to these old expansions, then I will run them 3 times. Okay, well, you want fucking Age of Triumph for unvaulted campaigns then, which is a completely different conversation and argument. I disagree. If they could, we would have a better new player experience. It has been 4+ years already. That doesn't make any logical sense. You're saying it's impossible for them to do a better new player experience than the Red War because if they could, then they would have.
Tower opening dust giant. Please repeat. Resolving images now.
No.
Tower reporting bounty.
I would play the fuck out of Forsaken and Taken King campaign. You can play the Taken King campaign. You can.
The Amethyst Coven.
It's right here.
Tower re-upping fallen.
You can play the Taken King campaign.
From Victorian out.
What do you think of the new Warframe? So off topic, but I'm curious. Uriel? They're fucking sick. I like the spinny tornado thing.
Communications to tower currently pending. Route to archives.
I just don't see why Bungie would put hundreds of thousands, if not millions, into refurbishing old content just for the community to complain that all they do is recycle content.
Guardian.
By the way, why didn't Bungie ever think to port D1 over to PC? They'd make quite a bit of money off of it. Because it would probably cost more to port it over to PC than they would make from it.
Please repeat code.
Like, I guarantee they've considered it. And if it was to be an insanely profitable thing, then I'm sure they would have done it. There's no reason not to.
Confirming resolution of Silent Fang.
But they probably pieced it out and was like, the amount of devs and time it would take and money we would need to spend and resources we would need to allocate to be able to do this is not worth what it would, not worth the estimation of what it would pay. Like, again, like, I think people severely underestimate how complicated software
To growth chamber bit.
and code and games are.
Signal lost.
It's mind-blowing. The fact that something like Destiny even exists is, and I don't use this word lightly, an actual miracle.
Acknowledged.
It's like Jesus Christ turning water into wine tier of miracle. The fact that a game like this exists.
Good luck on your hunt.
The fact that I can run around here and this is another real life human being and I can walk around them in circles from the comfort of my own home in a location that probably took hundreds of people to create
We don't want any surprises today.
on servers that probably take dozens of people and millions of dollars to regularly maintain. That was like, it's insane that this shit exists. It's fucked.
You are not a
It's fucked.
Checking for available bounties now.
I was actually thinking about this the other day, by the way. I was thinking about this the other day. Because I was like,
You are not a
I was playing a game. I was playing a tower defense game on my phone called Kingdom Rush. Very fun, by the way. It's just, a fucking tower defense game. There's enemies that come, you build little towers.
I have been stationed on the reef for the
To me, Bungie devs are new grads.
cleared by the archives.
What kind of development experience do you have?
Tower opening Paris bounty.
If only they stuck around with Blizzard. I'm sorry. Are you under the impression that while they were owned by Activision, Blizzard was the one who was making Destiny?
Please repeat.
Are you under the impression...
Unit Bast. Please respond. Retrieving available bounties. Security protocol.
These people can vote, bro.
Relay. Palace
Sorry.
Cluster.
Kate Flynn, thanks for the 25 months, man.
All routes clear.
I was playing a game on my phone called Kingdom Rush. It's like a tower defense game. So you just like,
This is Unit Sentha. Please respond.
just, you know, tower defense game. Fucking. The silence is so loud because I'm flabbergasted.
Confirm for growth chambers.
Oh, this isn't gonna work unless I do this.
Error.
All right. So I was playing a tower defense game in the car the other day, and I was thinking about how like I've been kind of bored recently.
Please confirm.
I was just sitting there thinking like I was like I've been kind of bored recently.
Please repeat address.
So I was like, I wonder if it would be like a fun hobby to like passively make a video game in the background. And I was like, maybe it would be fun to make a tower defense game.
Make sure none of their house still remains.
And so as I was playing Kingdom Rush, sitting there in the car, my mind was basically like running through every single thing that I would have to create, design, program, and so on and so forth in making this game, right? And so again, it's a very simple game, right? So the basic gist of the game, for those who don't know how tower defense games work, is you have a base over here, and you have enemies that spawn over here,
Please acknowledge.
and the enemies try and run and get to your base. And you build
Guardians.
towers, structures, that shoot at the enemies.
Confirming resolution of Rasputin bounty. Correcting. Bounty closed.
And stop the enemies from trying to reach your base. And they try and kill them before the enemies reach the base,
Tower
right?
Operating Cosmotron bounty.
And so I was thinking like,
Core frames down.
I was like, if I wanted to theoretically like make my own tower defense game,
Tower posting.
right?
Retrieval
What all would go into that?
Ocean of storm.
And I was just thinking about that as I was playing this tower defense game on my phone. And I was like, okay, well, I'd have to decide, like, from a high-level design perspective, I would have to decide, like, what I want the theme of the game to be. I would have to decide, like, I would have to decide, like, what the aesthetic would be.
Please repeat code.
I'd have to decide what the difficulty would be. Do I want it to be, like, on the harder side, more casual side, et cetera, et cetera. And then I was like, okay, then I also have to, like, think about, like, the actual pragmatic elements of the game. So I have to think about, like, level pathing, right? So I have to think about actually designing, like, which way these roads go. But it's not enough for me to just be like, I want the road to look like this, because you can't just draw the road to look like that and then the bad guys automatically run on the road that way. You need to program the pathing for the enemies based on what the road is. And so you need to tell the enemies specifically, like, hey, because, like, the enemies don't know that there's a road there. Just because you say there's a road there doesn't mean the enemies are like, oh, yes, we see the road and we will stay within the road. So you have to tell the enemies specifically, like, hey, you're exactly going to walk across this point in the road. And it's like, wait, what enemies? Oh, yeah, I have to program all of the enemies. It's like, okay, I have to program the enemies and I have to spawn them in at certain time intervals. And, oh, shit, I have to give them stats and shit like that. So I have to give them, oh, I don't know, I guess I'll give the enemies 6 health. And it's like, oh, fuck, I have to have, like, I have to write a code for a condition for if they die. And it's like, okay, if the enemy dies, it's like, well, the game doesn't know what that means. What does it mean for an enemy to die? And it's like, oh, okay, well, I have to specify that an enemy dies when its health goes from 6 to 0. And then it's like, okay, well, how do you make the enemy's health go down? And it's like, well, by damaging it. And it's like, well, the game doesn't know what that means. You can't just say, oh, by damaging it. It's like, ta-da. It's like, no, okay. Okay. The game is damaged when the enemies get hit by the towers. And it's like, what towers? And then it's like, oh, the game doesn't know what the towers are. So you have to program the constraints of the towers. And it's like, this tower does 3 to 6 damage. And it's like, well, does it do 3 damage or does it do 6 damage? And then you have to program RNG calculations into, like, sometimes they'll do 3, sometimes they'll do 5, sometimes they'll do 6. And it's like, okay, great. And it's like the enemy spawns in, and it's like, boom, and starts shooting it. It's like, wait a minute, that's not how the game is supposed to work. The tower is only supposed to shoot at an enemy when it's close enough to the tower. And then you have to program range for the tower so that the XY coordinates of the enemies, or sorry, the tower will only fire on the enemy when it's within a certain XY coordinate distance of the tower. And then it's like, fucking, okay, well, what if there's 2 enemies? How does the tower decide which enemy to hit? Because it can't hit both enemies at the same time. It's like, guys, and keep in mind, this is before we incorporate visuals, This is before we incorporate different enemy types. This is before we incorporate different tower types. This is before we incorporate sound. This is before we incorporate an additional 20 to 25 levels, so it feels like an actual full game. This is before we incorporate, like, it's fucked. Yeah, this is before we incorporate UI. This is before we incorporate currencies. This is before we incorporate, because it's like, it's fucked. Making games is fucked. And this is just me talking about what it would take to make some little diddly mobile game on your little diddly tower defense mobile game on your phone. Now think about how complicated it is to make Destiny fucking Destiny. This shit's crazy. It's actual insanity that something like this exists. So when someone pulls up and they're just like, I don't get why Bungie doesn't just port Destiny 1 over to PC so we can play it on 60 FPS. It's like, bro.
Communications to tower currently pending.
We ain't even talk about engines. We ain't even talk about architecture. We ain't even talk about specific platform constraints. We ain't even talk about differing input. Like, it's insane. It's actually fucking insane.
Incoming.
So much so to the degree that I will say it again, it is a miracle that Destiny exists. An actual miracle.
Security protocol. Tower reporting bounty.
So next time you come at me and you're like, Mac, why don't they just snap their fingers and unvault all the content? And I look at you and I'm like, it's way more complicated than that. Just trust me. I see we are having this conversation again. People just never learn. It's... Oh. Did my game crash? My game might have crashed. It's not that we never learn. It's not that people just aren't aware in the first place. I think my game crashed. Appreciate the critical thinking, Mac. Gotta think critically, bro. Most of the world does not think very critically, is something that I have learned. And I don't mean that in like a mean way. But it's like one of the biggest awakenings and realizations that was difficult for me to come to from like since I graduated college until maybe about a year ago. So that would have been from when I was 22 until when I was a year ago, I was 27. So one of the like biggest and most difficult things for me to understand in the past 5 years is that a lot of people don't use their fucking brains. They don't. Like, when you're having a conversation with them, they're just like, eh, whatever. And they just, like, chuck out the first fucking thought that comes up. It's like, it's a tough realization to come across that, like, a lot of people in a lot of situations and in a lot of conversations don't like putting a lot of effort into their thoughts. And that was difficult for me to wrap my mind around because I was like, well, why would you not? Why would you not want to? Do you think Marathon should have been a looter shooter like Destiny, or do you think it's better off as an extraction shooter? And if neither of those, what do you think it should have been like? Impossible for me to say. I definitely don't think it should have been a looter shooter like Destiny, because then you basically have two Destinies, and like, what's the point of that? So I think I would definitely prefer Marathon being what it is versus just being another looter shooter like Destiny. But in terms of like, should it have been something other than an extract? Like, a lot of people are like, oh, they shouldn't have made an extraction shooter. They should have made like a single player campaign single player forward game like the original Marathon trilogy was. And it's like, maybe that would have been better, but also maybe it wouldn't have been better. It's just like, it's just impossible to know. You know what I mean? Like how would anyone know that? Marathon should have been a farming simulator. Yeah, you should have grown corn. Grown corn and harvested wheat. That's the Marathon I want, baby. It should have been a farming simulator, dating simulator, single player, trilogy, horror, mystery, campaign, extraction, battle royale, looter, MMO, FPS, fighting, TCG, RPG, JRPG, MMORPG, PG, GGG. Mobile game is what I think they should have made Marathon.
Please try again.
Move along.
Oh, and you do all these things while you're in a race car.
Route to
Make
Yes.
them pay.
Perfect.
Bars between us. All right. We're looking for.
And then find some way to put Flappy Bird somewhere in there.
confirm.
Not gonna lie, because I'm addicted to Destiny, and I'm glad Shadow and Order got delayed so I can enjoy Marathon, RE, and Crimson Desert.
Tower reporting bounty closed on Archon Priest Fairlane. Com software updated.
I mean,
Confirming
Fair enough.
resolution of Gadabal Lake bounty. Incoming from Hectorian Outpost 3.
I'm kind of sad it got delayed because most of my income is tied to Destiny and Destiny videos, and with no one playing the game already, and then it getting delayed another 3.5 months, and no one's going to play the game for another 3.5 months, I got to find a way to pay my bills for the next 3.5 months. So that should prove interesting. We'll see how it goes. Might go bankrupt, but if I do, it was a good run.
You've already caught my heart, Hunter. He didn't.
Welcome to the reef. You'll get used to it.
Ooh, good time to mention, perhaps, maybe, fellas, did you know that we are sponsored by Opera GX, and for every single person that downloads and installs the Opera GX browser, completely 100% free, by the way, and only takes a couple of seconds, I get $3 per person who does it. So if you wouldn't mind clicking that link real quick and hitting install, it's a better browser than Google Chrome anyway. I've been using it for the past like 7 or 8 months. But yeah, every single person who clicks and installs that gets me $3. So I'd appreciate it if you don't mind. Thanks.
To report and transmit tower bounties.
Okay, should we start the House of Wolves campaign? I don't recall how long the House of Wolves campaign is. What's up, Ursa? It is Friday. I love Friday.
You're not feeling well either.
Bounty closed.
Move along. Good luck on your hunt.
Yo, found you from some of your YouTube vids. Yeah, I got a few vids up there. I got a couple. What's up, Nograd?
Reroute.
Few vids.
Move the ninth tax
You could learn that quickly working retail. Yeah, I've never worked retail. But I feel like being a streamer,
Mission postings currently pending due to solar activity.
Hunt well out.
you're, to a certain degree, at least for a couple of sentences, forced to interact with all types of people, some of whom are the types of people that you meet while working retail. The only difference is I'm allowed to tell them to lick my balls and I don't get fired. But, you know. You're missing out on the smell, though. People smell so bad. That I am missing out on, which is more, that is okay for me.
Good to see you here.
The streamers like customer service? Yeah, pretty much. But customer service, but like if you had way more agency and could self-sabotage. Because it's like, yeah, to a certain degree, you're right. Like, as a streamer, it's like it's customer service, and like, how do I phrase this? Like the, I don't want to say unspoken agreement, because that's not really. I guess I'll say the underlying loop is that it's in my best interest to create as good of an experience for everyone as possible, because then there is a chance that some of those individuals will appreciate that good experience and support me by becoming a member on YouTube or subscribing to the stream, and because I receive that support, then I can continue putting on an entertaining show and creating a good experience, right? Is like the underlying layer of like how the operation, technically speaking, keeps looping, right? And so like the difference between that and like an actual customer service job is, in an actual customer service job, if you tell someone to go fuck themselves, then your boss is probably going to fire you. Whereas if I tell you to go fuck yourself, then I just, like, lower my chances of someone helping me keep that underlying loop going. So it's like, I don't want to relate it too much to a customer service job, because, like, like, as a streamer, I get way more leeway when it comes to, how would you say it? I get more leeway when it comes to, like, going off on someone, I guess, maybe. But, like, in an actual customer service job, you have, like, basically no, you don't get any extra line. You gotta smile and wave. Whereas I don't have smile and wave. If someone's pissing me off, I'm, like, technically speaking, allowed to just be like, fuck you. But, you know, try not to do that, because, yeah. How about creating a series called While We Wait and teach players ways to maybe enjoy or things to do in D2 that doesn't require new content? I mean, maybe, I guess. The only problem with that is, like, I don't really have a desire to play D2, and I don't really want to, like, be on D2 and making videos about D2 if I personally don't have any desire to play D2. Because then I'm just, like, forcing myself to play a game and make content on a game that I don't really want to be playing at the current moment. Like, I don't enjoy the game right now. I wish I did. It makes me, like, really bummed out and sad that I don't. But, like, I don't enjoy the game right now. I don't want to play it. I want to play Destiny 1 and Warframe. And I'm excited to try Marathon. That is a great idea for a series if I was currently enjoying D2. But not currently enjoying D2. So.
Guardian.
House of Wolves time? Perhaps?
Let's get you a target. Welcome to the reef. You'll get used to the gravity.
Make sure none of their house still.
All right, let's do it. What episode are we on? Episode 5? I think we're on episode 5. I think we're on episode... Maybe, I don't know. Welcome to what I think is episode 5. I might be miscounting the numbers of D1 Fresh account in 2026. Recorded live at twitch.tv/Mactics, by the way. You should absolutely stop by. We just finished the Dark Below Crota's End campaign, the Crota campaign. And now, today, we're just going to continue going sequentially through the expansions and go ahead and start up the House of Wolves campaign, which we start through the Reef with Petra Revenge. And I'm not saying we're going to complete it. Like, I'm not going to say we're going to successfully beat it. But if I can muster up a brave team of fellas to assist the Wavy Marble 1397, we might try the Prison of Elders Skolas run just to see if we can create nostalgic Destiny 1 content for people to watch and enjoy while we're in a tumultuous delay and tumultuous boring period of Destiny 2. And the game just won't let me. It won't let me. It just kicks me off every 5 seconds. It kicks me off every 5 seconds and I don't know why. I don't know what to do. Stream crashed? The stream crashed? Are you sure? Think your internet stream lagged on my end? Great start to episode 5? Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Short episode? I mean, I am 55 seconds away from the 2-hour mark on stream. So if the internet keeps cutting, maybe I can just end and then kills the 100 streak. Got 159 to go? Nah, I can just screenshot the time on my screen. I don't play y'all's games. And I don't observe the guidelines and rules of people who try to cheat. I play and fight with honor. Try and submit that as evidence, but I don't think the jury will be on your side. There is no jury. It doesn't matter what other people think. As long as I know that I'm honest and virtuous and true, it doesn't fucking matter. Y'all can't make me buy the fucking packs. Sir Mac of House Tix does not take kindly to intentionally dishonest negotiation and manipulation tactics.
What can you do, Guardian? Welcome to the Vestian Outpost, Guardian. You and I are gonna hunt some wolves together. Take a walk around. You'll find some interesting allies here.
That makes 2 of us? Clearly not, or you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. Speak to Varix, the Cryptarch, and the Eye of... I have to talk to 3 people? Now this is a Destiny 2 coded campaign right here.
We all want the same thing. An end to the House of
That's a
Wolves.
Destiny 2 type of campaign if I've ever seen one. First quest step, speak to 3 different dudes.
Yes. A guardian.
I like Varix though. Varix is cool.
You speak to Varix of House Judgment. I will help you track the wolves, and you will...
Is this the guy who's like Osiris's fan? But who's Osiris's fanboy? What's his name again? I think he's the one. He's the one in the Curse of Osiris campaign in the tower. It's not. I don't think it's him actually. Who is it? Brother Vance. Brother Vance.
I look
He
forward to
loves Osiris. Is Brother Vance not in this game? Oh, no, he's right here.
Maybe you're the
Wait, why did I think this was Osiris? I thought it was Osiris who stood right here. Oh no, we never meet Osiris in Destiny 1, do we?
Tell me, do you think you're ready for the
Osiris is never, yeah, the very first time we ever see Osiris is in Curse of Osiris.
I've never seen the light, the way it shows around you. Oh, now I see why Osiris is interested in you.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm crazy. I feel like he looks cool. I feel like he looks mad cool in D1, and I feel like he looked like
Take your time.
a total dweeb in D2. Like, he looks sick.
Excuse me, I was just meditating.
But I recall him being a total dork in D2. He's cooler in D1? Okay, yeah.
I don't suppose you would do a favor for an old blind.
Yeah, he's dripped out. He's got aura. I like him. I kind of preferred Osiris being a mysterious figure. I mean, did you prefer him being a mysterious figure because you preferred him being a mysterious figure, or do you prefer him being a mysterious figure because he's kind of a weenie now, who just, like, whines and complains to us about how he doesn't have his light anymore and throws little temper tantrums? Strand. Oh, Guardian, screw you, you...
All right. We'll
Yeah, like, Osiris is kind of a pushover now. He's kind of a wimp.
Ready for an adventure, Guardian? The Queen's wrath is at your side.
The House of Winter is weak. Their Kel, Draxus, has personally taken the field on Venus. He's vulnerable. Take him out and prove yourself to the reef.
Let the hunt
got it.
begin.
Scourge of Winter. I miss Badass Infinite Osiris. Oh. I miss Badass Infinite Forest Osiris. Yeah, didn't he have like 1 billion clones of himself? That was kind of cool. Why do I have a quest on the moon? Wait, why do I have a House of Wolves quest to do? Wait. Wait, hold on. What? Complete the Shadow Thief strike. This is a Taken King quest, though. I'm confused. We'll do the Venus one. Oh my god. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not trying to throw any shade on the House of Wolves questline or campaign or anything like that, but I'm kind of eager to blitz through this one so I can get right to the Taken King questline, because the Taken King questline...
Those fallen we faced in the archive belong to the House of Winter. Their Kel, Draxus, has been hunted by Guardians for years. If these reports are correct, he's commanding them from a network of caves up in the cinders. If we want to keep the Academy's secrets safe, we should push into their lair and take him out.
What was the deal with Skolas again? Didn't he somehow acquire, like, Vex teleportation tech? He's able to, like, blink around and all that?
I'm ready if you are.
My throat feels dry.
That's gotta be the way into their lair.
Bungie has no time to explain the state of Destiny 2. That's pretty funny. I have no time to explain why I don't have time to explain the state of Destiny 2.
There could be thousands of Fallen in here.
I'm a bet thousands of dollars that there are not 1,000 Fallen in here. Anyone in chat want to take me up on it? 1, 2, 3, 997 to go. Oh, there's a fourth. There's a fourth right there. Oh, 5, 6, 7. Dude, there might be 1,000 actually. Whoa. 9. There's number 10. Dude, we're already in the double digits. Might have been a bad bet for me. What was the name of that one weapon copy of this gun? They gave it to a kid with cancer. I can't remember. You're thinking of the Fate of All Fools, which was an exotic scout rifle that utilized this weapons model. That is only on one account in all of Destiny 1. Now, from a technical perspective, in terms of like how the gun functioned and all that goodness, the Jade Rabbit exotic scout rifle is bar for bar the exact same thing as the Fate of All Fools, just different gun models and different names.
The kill must be close.
Ah, sorry, you might be... Was it the Jade Rabbit or was it the Boolean Gemini? That young man is a lucky guy? He's a lucky guy? They gave him the gun because he had cancer. You fucking... What? Bro... Dude. He had cancer. That's like saying the Make-A-Wish kid who dies in a week who got to meet LeBron James is a lucky guy. He had cancer. That's not that lucky. Me personally, if you give me the option of nothing and no cancer versus having cancer, but I get an exclusive in-game item, you know, listen, I'm gonna pass up on the item. I'll take the no cancer. Lucky guy. What in the wide world of sports? That's crazy. That has to be rage bait? I don't think it was rage bait. I think he just didn't think before he hit enter. Dude, this area is cool. I do not remember this area.
A catch. It must belong to the House of Winter. I've never seen one on the surface. The Kell's gotta be inside.
That's actually pretty sick. That's a cool set piece. Hi, Zentries. I can't get over how goofy the servers look in Destiny 1. kind of cooking these fools. The Stranger's Rifle's so good. How you feeling on the sticks? I am my controller gameplay is exponentially better than when we started this series. I would even go so far as to argue it's gotten quite good. Do you mind? Yeah. God, this music goes crazy. All the music goes crazy. Although, if we're being fair, most of Destiny 2's music also goes crazy. Music is an area that Bungie just seems to never miss on.
Somewhere on this thing, there's a throne room. That's where we'll find Draxus.
Am I crazy, or is Draxus the guy who you would 3 of coins farm? I don't know why, but like this is feeling eerily familiar, this hallway right here. Yes, it was? Okay, I was gonna say, like, I don't know why, but I feel like I've spent a lot of hours in this hallway. I just unlocked a flashback. You like run up here. Okay, don't quite remember this part. I'm kind of dusting these frauds. I think it's right here. I'm like 99% sure it's right here. Yep. And then you would smoke bro. I don't think you got him. Oh, really? Oh, okay, thanks. I was wondering. I didn't know if whether or not. Thank you, Pizza Steve. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for the shout. Appreciate it. Hey, take care, Classic. You'll be alright, bro. Don't worry, don't worry. You be good, you be good. Bungie servers versus Mac 15-1. How am I supposed to get a point in that situation? How do I defeat the servers? I guess I'll try like a full restart or something? I don't know. Oh, that's a pretty screen. That's a pretty screen. Dude. Oh. We got a character select. We got a character select. And we're contacting again. Warframe time? Maybe. At this point, maybe. Just wasting time. When I'm waiting for it to load, I fidget, and when I fidget, I just take the thumbsticks off of my off of my controller. I just take them off and put them back on. It's kind of addicting. Is it time for Ethernet? It's definitely not like a bandwidth problem. I just don't get why this shit was working like perfectly fine for 2 hours, and then now all of a sudden it like I can't even connect at all. Like what the fuck happened in the last 10 minutes? Give a moderate or strict nat? Nah, it's open. It is open. Clear Xbox cache? I don't even know what that means. Bungie don't want people playing either game, only Marathon. Marathon's not even out yet! At least let me play D1 until the 26th. You don't use VPN? Nah. Still need to pay for online on console? Yeah. Which is annoying. Like I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that was a thing because I've been like basically an exclusively PC gamer since what would it be, like 2017 or 2018? And it's like the only reason I'm on here is because oh fucking god. This shit doesn't work. Maybe if I keep spamming it, it'll work eventually. Okay. Marionberry is a new one? I don't think so. I feel like I recall that code. Restart the Xbox? I don't want to restart the Xbox. Want to. All right, fine. I'll restart the fucking Xbox. I restarted it with my toe. Look, it's my pretty drawing of my upcoming game. Well, the one I was mapping out in my head, at least, anyway. Blow on it like old school Nintendo cartridges. I ain't got a disc in there. I'll probably turn it back on now, right? Yeah. I can't find the power button. Yeah. Fuck. Okay, I'm using both feet. Got it. Got it. Toes only. Jesus Christ. Motherfuckers. It's like, okay, we get it. We get it. You're on. All right. Let me see. Let me go over here. Because it'll auto sign in on my main Xbox account, which has my email on it. And no offense, I don't really want you guys sending me emails. You can send emails to Wavy Marble. Yay. There we go. Okay. Hopefully it works, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a bug. If it doesn't work, I might just call it for the day. Because I think my D&D group wants to... My plan was to get on Warframe, but I think my D&D group wanted to do a session tonight, potentially. Which would leave me with not enough time to do another episode of the new Warframe series that we started. Which means Streak is dead. The guy who beat Solo Crota with just his feet and Rock Band drums was awesome. I'm like 99% sure that was Glad. Wasn't it Glad who beat him with drums? I don't know about the feet one. I know Glad did it with Rock Band drums and a Rock Band microphone. Alright, I should have a checkpoint here. I thought it was a guy who had no arms. Oh, well, I don't know then. Glad definitely has arms. I've seen them.
Those fallen we faced in the archive belong to the House of Winter. Their Kel, Draxus, has been hunted by Guardians for years. If these reports are correct, he's commanding them from a network of caves up in the Cinders. If we want to keep the Academy's secrets safe, we should push into their lair and take him out.
Might be okay. They've killed D2, so why not? Nah, I believe in the Destiny comeback. It'll take a second. But I don't think we've seen the last of Destiny. And if we truly have and it's all downhill from here, then fuck, it was a good run. Should probably be upgrading this shit, right? Oh. Oh, definitely give me more impact. Speed reload. And then rewind. How much faster does it reload? I don't notice any difference whatsoever.
There's the Cal.
I remember when I farmed him with 3 coins, I had some sniper. Easy. No exotic though. That was easy.
Draxus was one of the worst plagues this system has ever seen. Without their Kel, houses usually turn against each other. We may finally have broken their hold on the Academy.
I want to be on the chair. There we go. I look so tiny. But it's actually just because the chair is really big. Kill him and yourself so you would reset? Yeah, you would take him out and then you would like rocket yourself. Big chair, just little guy. Oh, it's a big chair. My guy's not little. Big chair and big guy. I'm not little. Wavy marble is actually quite large. It's rather sizable. Wavy marble is small. All right, any future wavy marble heat or hate is going to result in the loss of VIP badges. Permanent. Fellas, can we get some W's for Buddha-san with the 100 fucking gifted subs, bro? 100? Dude, you scared the shit out of me. I was looking over here to read something in YouTube chat, and then I just hear the noise, and I was like, huh? You scared the shit out of me, dude. My heart literally skipped a beat. I'm genuinely not kidding.
Guardian. We found Skolos once. We can do it again.
You did well, Guardian. Now you and I are going to hunt some wolves together. The fallen House of Wolves, Bent the Knee to my queen. They were taken in after the Reef Wars. Accepted. Now they're off the leash. Their leader Skolos has fled the prison of elders.
We just need to identify his next target.
Now we're getting into it. What's up, Icy Rose? Watching and listening to you play D1 just validates my feelings on D2 has completely lost its identity. Dude, Buddha-san, ripping the 100 bomb, says hi, and then says, okay, bye. This guy's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Have a good day at work, Buddha, if you're still here. Do you think you can move on from Destiny? Sincerely asking. In what sense? Like career-wise? Emotionally? Like, what do you mean? All the above? I mean, I'll play Destiny until the servers shut down or until they stop making content for it. Probably. Career-wise, I mean, I think at least for the next 3.5 months, I kind of have to. I'm going to be definitely a little bit more Warframe focused and maybe a little bit Marathon focused, depending on how much I like Marathon. If I don't really vibe with Marathon all that much, then I'll probably just be like basically all...
Guardian, I can't wait to work with you. Been a long time since I was in the field, even if it's just on the comms. The wolves are led by Skolos, the last of their Kells. He wants control of another.
Yay! Disconnected again! Fucking hell. I see the magic in D1 as someone who never played it. I'm not contesting, like, that there, like, is a magic of D1, but, like... I'm wondering what specifically it is that, like, people find so charming about D1 that they feel like D2 doesn't have. Like, I wonder what a combination of a few things. Yeah, what things? It just looks more mysterious? How? Like, again, like I said, I'm not contesting it. Like, I feel it too. Like when I booted, like when I booted up the D1 Fresh account, I was like, damn, there's just like a vibe to this, you know? But like But like a certain part of me wonders, like, how much of it is nostalgia? How much of it is the fact that pretty much all of us have not played, let alone even seen, Destiny 1 for 7 years? How much of it is the fact that we only spent 3 years on our lives on Destiny 1 versus the 7 to 8 years that we've spent on Destiny 2? So, like, you're gonna be more burnt out on something that you've spent 8 years on than you've spent something you spent 3 years on. Like, I'm wondering how much. See a director when you open up the menu? You can see the director in Destiny 2, though. So it can't just be that. Also, people were talking about how D1 had way more character and charm and mystery and so on and so forth long before Edge of Fate, before the portal was put in the game. So I don't think that's a valid reason anyway, because like people were saying this same shit before the portal even existed. It's not the same? Oh, it's not the same. It's not the same. Got it. Got it. Okay, cool. Got it. Cool. Destiny servers are not available. It is certainly not for the quality of the servers. That is absolutely true. Weaponized incompetence. All right, guys, I think similar to yesterday, we might have to try... We might have to cut today's Destiny 1 adventure short and pick it up on the next stream, because it's just not... It's not letting me play the game. As much as I'd like to. It's gotta be... I wonder if it's like something with my Xbox or something. It seems uncanny that it keeps happening, but like, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be anything with my Xbox. Warframe, perchance? I don't want to do another episode of Warframe in a day before I upload the first episode to YouTube. Restart your Xbox? I restarted it like 10 minutes ago. I just think it ain't happening, unfortunately. So, I think Barrow's here today. I already have everything from Barrow. I had to turn off randomized / dynamic IP. Let me try that shit. Settings. Network settings. Advanced settings. IP settings. DNS settings. These are router settings, not Xbox. I ain't gonna fuck with my router. And my NAT type's open, so. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I kind of want to continue to yap about like the Destiny situation, because I think it's still like a relatively interesting and fresh topic of conversation. But I think we'll just yap about it while I play something else. I'll probably wind things down on YouTube side of things as well, so anyone who's watching on YouTube who wants to be a part of the yapping can come over here. To Twitch, to Twitch.